Hello, friends. As one of the world's fastest growing economies and a diverse democracy with over 1.4 billion people, India's journey in 2024 has been a blend of remarkable achievements and enduring challenges. This year saw India strengthen its global position as a hub of innovation and economic growth, while also grappling with long-standing structural issues in education, healthcare, and social equality. The multifaceted nature of India's progress highlights the complexity of steering a nation towards sustainable development where economic aspirations are balanced with social welfare and technological advancements aligned with equitable access. India's ability to innovate has remained pivotal. The government's policy reforms and citizen-centric initiatives have been instrumental in pushing the boundaries of progress, from hosting large-scale global events to achieving scientific milestones like Chandrayaan-3. 2024 was a year where India demonstrated its capability to inspire the global admiration. Yet, challenges persist. Inflationary pressures, regional disputes, and the need for digital inclusion underline the fragility of certain systems. The education and healthcare sectors, despite significant strides, still require a deeper focus to ensure comprehensive development for all. Similarly, while the nation embraced technological advancements, cybersecurity threats and the digital divide pose significant barriers to fully leveraging these opportunities. So as we move into 2025, it's imperative to reflect on what worked, what didn't, and what lies ahead. This reflection is not merely a retrospective exercise. It is a roadmap for ensuring India remains on a path of inclusive, sustainable, and equitable growth. India stands at a critical juncture in its journey towards becoming a global powerhouse. In 2024, the country achieved remarkable milestones across various sectors, from economic growth to technological advancements and innovations, yet faced persistent challenges that require targeted interventions. As we step into 2025, it is imperative to reflect on the successes and lessons of the past year to chart a future that is inclusive, resilient, and forward-thinking. So let's evaluate India's performance on 5 key sectors: economics, education, healthcare, technology, and social development. Let's start with the economic growth and stability. So India retained its position as one of the fastest growing major economies in 2024. The GDP growth rate was approximately 6.4, driven by robust expansion in services and manufacturing sectors. Notably, foreign direct investment (FDI) inflows exceeded $85 billion, with significant contributions from technology and renewable energy. The key achievements in the economic sector are: number one, the production-linked incentive schemes. So these schemes bolstered domestic manufacturing, making India the second largest mobile phone producer globally. Second is the export boom. So India's merchandise exports grew by 8%, with pharmaceutical and IT services leading the charge. However, there were some setbacks also. So inflation climbed to 6.7%, impacting household budgets and small businesses. Regional disparities remain stark, with states like Bihar and Odisha lagging behind more developed states like Karnataka and Maharashtra. The recommendations for 2025 in economic front. So we need to accelerate infrastructure projects in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities to drive equitable economic growth. We need to invest in skill development programs targeting manufacturing and green technologies. We need to enhance renewable energy adoption to reduce reliance on volatile global oil markets. But the challenges are India must navigate global geopolitical uncertainties and ensure sustainable growth without widening socio-economic gaps. Let's discuss the second and very important sector, which is the technological advancements. When we talk about the technological progress and innovations, India emerged as a leader in technology in 2024, particularly in artificial intelligence and renewable energy. The rollout of 5G networks reached almost 100 cities, driving innovation in industries such as healthcare, education, and logistics. The key achievements in technological arena are Indian startups raised over $25 billion in funding. With a focus on AI, robotics, and green tech, the renewable energy capacity reached 175 gigawatt, making significant strides towards the 2030 target of 500 gigawatts. But there are some setbacks. India still remains dependent on imports for 85% of the semiconductor needs, highlighting a very critical vulnerability. Data privacy concerns grew with over 1,200 cases of cyber attack reported on critical infrastructure. So the recommendations for 2025 in the technological arena are: we need to scale up the semiconductor manufacturing through public-private partnership. We need to implement robust data protection laws and cybersecurity frameworks. Also, we should expand tax incentive for R&D in emerging technologies. The challenges in this arena are balancing innovation with ethical concerns, especially in artificial intelligence or AI, and competing with global tech giants in R&D are very significant hurdles. The third sector is the educational sector. So let's talk about the educational advancements and challenges in 2024 for India. So education saw a digital revolution in 2024, with 30% of the rural schools gaining internet connectivity under various government initiatives. However, gap in teacher training and curriculum modernization persisted. The key achievements in education sector are: number one, the national education policy promoted multidisciplinary learning, with 35% of the higher education institutions adopting it by the end of 2024. Over 100 million students benefited from government-funded scholarship for STEM education. There were some setbacks also. The rural-urban digital divide remains significant, with only 45% of rural schools equipped with digital devices compared to 85% in urban areas. Teacher-to-student ratio in underprivileged regions exceeded 1:40, far from the ideal 1:20. So the recommendations in the education sector for 2025 are: we need to launch a national teacher training initiative focused on experimental learning and use of digital platforms. We should partner with edtech startups to improve access to quality education to the rural students. We need to strengthen vocational training programs to align with industry needs. The challenges are bridging the digital divide and ensuring affordability of education, which will be crucial to achieving equitable learning outcomes. Next comes the healthcare sector. So if we talk about the healthcare improvements and the obstacles in 2024 for India, I would say India continued to enhance its healthcare infrastructure in 2024, with the primary healthcare coverage increasing by 18% under the Ayushman Bharat scheme. Telemedicine also saw a 40% rise in usage, especially in the rural areas. If we talk about the key achievements in healthcare, India supplied over 2 billion doses of vaccines to global and domestic markets, cementing its leadership in pharmaceutical marketing. Telehealth consultations reached 35 million people, significantly improving access in underserved regions. The setbacks in the healthcare sector in 2024 is that India has only one doctor per 14,050 people, below the World Health Organization recommendation ratio of 1:1,000. Non-communicable diseases now account for 60% of the deaths, with diabetes and cardiovascular diseases leading the list. So the recommendation in healthcare for India in 2025 are: we need to incentivize healthcare professionals to work in rural areas through better pay and housing. We need to expand preventive care programs to combat the rising burden of non-communicable diseases. We need to deploy AI-powered diagnostics to improve early detection and treatment in underserved areas. So if you talk about the challenges, ensuring affordability and building resilience against future pandemics remains the top priorities. Let's discuss the social sector. India made strides in social development, with rural sanitation coverage exceeding 85% and self-help groups empowering over 2 million women economically. The key achievements are LGBTQ right advancement with the introduction of anti-discrimination policies in workplaces, urban housing schemes providing affordable homes to over 5 million families. But there were some significant setbacks also. The communal violence incidents increased by 12%, posing a threat to social harmony. Urban slums expanded due to rapid urbanization, with 30% of urban population living in informal settlements. The recommendations in social sector for 2025 are: we need to launch targeted programs to foster communal harmony and inclusivity. We need to collaborate with private firms to address housing deficits through affordable housing initiatives. The key challenges are addressing entrenched societal biases and managing rapid urbanizations, which require sustained efforts. So India's journey through 2024 has been marked by resilience, innovation, and ambition. However, the path forward demands a collective effort to overcome challenges and seize the opportunities. So India now needs to focus on number one, inclusive growth. That is, invest in infrastructure and skills to bridge the economic and social disparities. Second, technological leadership. So we need to strengthen R&D and cybersecurity to ensure self-reliance. Human development. We need to prioritize education, healthcare, and social harmony to harness our demographic dividend. With vision, collaboration, and determination, India can continue its march towards becoming a global leader, ensuring prosperity for its citizens. Thank you so much.